Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a detailed look at the Dickinson pump action shotgun caliber 12. So the best part about this Dickinson is that it was delivered in a nice sturdy box, a case rather, in plastic. Inside it has nice foam, and the shotgun was in a polymer bag and all that. Really nice. So that thing is actually worth something. Unfortunately, the shotgun not. Inside we have some paperwork. We have a manual for use the nice Dickinson cable lock. Then we have the shotgun, of course, and the manual. It is for a xx3 pump shotgun. They all have weird names. So we're gonna have quick a look at that thing, at that manual, so that is on the video. We have the usual safety stuff and assembly for cleaning, and the different choke tubes. That did not come with spare choke tubes. It was just the breacher tube, that breacher choke that is in the thing. There we see some more information about the parts. Parts list is actually done pretty well. That's gonna help in the future, as quite likely pretty much all or most of them gonna break down by use. So here we see some different models. So as we are by the different models, quick word of advice: if you get a Dickinson, then only get the one with the regular sights there with the bead in front, not the one with the adjustable sights, the ghost ring sights. That has the tendency to be canted and outshoot the point of aim, point of hit. So with regular bead ones you don't have such problems, or quite likely way less. That's the last part of it. There we see the Dickinson Arms website. As we look at the item here, first we're gonna quick look at the engraving, that we see what kind of model it actually is there. So that's the model, 12 gauge, 2 3/4 and 3 inch, made by Commando in Turkey. Commando, if you see that, you should be ashamed of yourself to make such a garbage quality. As we start in front, we have a breacher choke. The threading of the choke is not like the other or some other Turkish shotguns, like from SDS imports. It's a different pattern. I don't know what exactly it is, if it's Benelli or Beretta. I'm just saying the other Turkish shotgun from SDS parts don't interchange with this one, whatever it is. It just comes with that breacher choke, which is okay. Then we have the front sight. It's screwed on the barrel with a fiber optic there in red. This sight, as both of the samples that I have, were canted, so the shotgun outshoots the point of aim, point of hit. We can't adjust it there. Then we have the magazine cap here with the sling swivel part here, that you can mount the sling swivel if you want. The cap is aluminium, part is threaded below the metal tube. It has a polymer retainer in it. As best as I know, there are no magazines extension that would right fit on because of the threading, because of the aluminium. It's uneasy. Then we have the forend, typical long forend, way too long for what it is. We have a bit of rail on the bottom there if you want to mount a light or a laser. That's gonna work. Inside we see the action bars. We have dual action bars. They are chrome or nickel plated. Then we have aluminium receiver with, in this case, one pin. If you look at my other Dickinson video, the other model that was that I had before that had 2 action pins. So basically the trigger assembly is hooked into place there and then pinned with this part here. We have a relative nice loading gate and no sharp edges around it, so that is relative nice. As we are down here already, we have the manual unlocking of the breech. Once the thing is fully loaded and the action closed, this gonna come a bit forward, so we have an easy push button to open the action. Metal trigger, metal trigger safety, just a regular sliding safety. The trigger assembly part is a polymer. Then we have a rubber grip, relative big, relative sturdy. Usual butt plate here, 1 screw. Again, it's hooked in on top and then it uses that screw there. Here we have the sling mount point for the rear buttstock. On top we have the sights. In this case we have ghost ring sight variation. They mill the top always in that fashion all the way to the front, and then they slide on the top part and give it a screw there. That is one of the many weak points. That screw did not even have Loctite on it, plus it's like M3, really tiny, so it needs to be drilled and tapped in a bigger screw like M4, M5, and if possible on front 1, 2, and then I'm gonna prior I do that, I'm gonna JB weld the whole thing in place. You can't drill and tap too far forward because there is a quite long extension of the barrel on these models. They don't use short extensions like usually, but relative long, so you need to be careful and take the barrel out. Here we see the silver part is where I did already mill, so that the sight goes all the way over, so we can actually adjust the thing to a point of aim, point of hit on 50 meters, relative in the middle of a man-sized target. That should be possible with such a gun. Now it is. Out of the box it wasn't. So the receiver is aluminium. That I said, we have a rather sharp part here in front too. The magazine has a red plastic follower. It's relatively uneasy to fill. The complete gun was dry, so I oiled it up. I tried to loosen it up, but the tolerances by the feeding mechanism, the hole and the follower there are relatively tight. So for minimum the first like two rounds as you fill the magazine, you're gonna have problem. At least by my 2 pieces it is that way. It did not smooth out yet, and I did not see any burrs in the magazine that I could remove to make it smoother. So it's way uneasier to load than like a Remington 870 or even a Chinese copy of the 870 with the loading gate, or a Savage Stevens 320 for that matter. Then we had the problem that the magazine tube is not long enough. They made it just a bit short, even with the shortest caliber 12 2¾ ammunition that I have here in stock. You cannot fill 5 rounds in the magazine. 4 go in, and then as you fill the 5th in, it's about 3 millimeters too short. It's really small. A short distance, but it still would not go in. This is because we have a strange design under here. So as you take that off the usual way, you unscrew it, you see that the metal pipe, the magazine tube is basically bended inwards. The whole metal is bended inwards to hold a follower type of a plastic in there, and I think that part make it too short for the magazine, because the spring is already a bit on the strong side, and the plastic makes it too short. Anyways, by the second model I did remove all that, and that did do the trick, so that we could actually fit in 5 rounds, but then the magazine spring is not hold in place if you remove the barrel, the magazine cap anymore. It just is loose and come out by itself. Also the thread for the magazine cap, I don't know. I don't think there are any easy to get aftermarket magazine extension for that kind of gun. That's often the case with Turkish firearms, that for whatever reason there is not yet, at least of early 2023, aftermarket support that maybe other Turkish companies would offer magazine extensions with the different thread pitches that you have on those Turkish shotguns. Say the SDS import shotguns have a different thread pitch there on the magazine end than these ones that are imported from the Dickinson company. So it's all in all, aftermarket wise, not too easy. Same is with the side saddle. If you wanna even use a side saddle, because the fore end is the long variety for hunting firearms, this part here, as it slides backward, gonna be in the way for a side saddle. So that is another problem. If you would shorten that, of course it would work, but there is no factory easy to mount side saddle. Nowadays many use those placards with a velcro. That would be a possibility, or plain simple you can get one that is for a Mossberg 500 or Remington 870, it doesn't matter, and then you drill and tap it on the back side of the receiver. You just need to be careful that you still can take out that pin here, because that is the pin for take out the trigger assembly, and then you can clean the gun correct. So that is a bit something to watch. So all in all, I have $99 in it. Usually those things are higher priced. I would say they are not even worth the $99. Maybe for some of the parts and the plastic container, the storage case, that has a bit worth. But yeah, all in all, it's nice to test, but for actual real world use, I would not trust that thing like it is right now at all. So that much about the Dickinson pump action.